groovy.
Shoutcast. Match is in progress. Mojo is not streaming it. He's just playing. We got to figure out what version the server is. What's up, NG? Do you know what version they're playing on?
This could go. Make a couple fast inserters, I think.
Okay. All right. Let's get off Mojo's audio. Let's get off Mojo's audio. I was listening for him to reply. Okay. I'm still on 16. Okay. I'm rolling. Thank you, Angie. Cool. So it doesn't look like Rain or Mojo is streaming this. We'll join the action anyway. Okay, 16-16. Let's do it. Try not to crash them. There we go. Here we go. What's up, boys? All right. Okay, our match tonight. Welcome. Bring that audio down a little bit. All right, our match tonight includes 4 good players. We have in the southeast Exterminator. You can find him at exclamation. Well, let me see. Let me give him a shout out in my chat. Exterminator 5. Big fan of sandwiches, as I understand. Good streamer, mega base builder. My former partner, current partner, Mojo D, and the Northeast. Mojo D has his own command. Hello, Smickles, how you doing? There he is. You can find him at Mojo D, twitch.tv/Mojo D_. Looks like they're off. It doesn't look like they've done too much here. 40 minutes. Oh, well, the map's been on for 40 minutes. And a person I have not seen heretofore named Narf03. I think Narf was, Narf was on Anti's team, I think. He's got some blueprints down. I am not sure he is He is a streamer. Oh. Let's not repeat that song. And then speedrunner favorite, Rain9441. Narf has the 15%. Oh, any percent record. Oh, okay. My fault. Narf03. I've not played with him before. Let me look at speedrun.com real quick and shut my mouth. Let me look.
Groovy.
Rough Waves, thank you for that follow. Let me go out to speedrun.com. Narf is a speedrunner. He has any by 6 minutes over Ante. Whoa! Oh, he does. Look at this. Look at that. Narf, he's got it by a little under 6 minutes. Look at there from the 15. 18 days ago. Not very long ago. He must have done that right as 16 came out. Thank you for that follow, Rough Waves. Look at there. And Ante battled with that a lot, quite a bit. Narf looks like he has a what kind of flag? No, it's not Cuba. Malaysia. Oh. Look out. Malaysian flag. There you go. Okay. Anyway, back to the action. There you go. Narf, Mojo. Looks like, okay, well, then in that case, Exterminator and Mojo got their hands full today. All right, I'll be in the center. Hopefully we won't have as many lag issues as we did before. Let's start off with see what Exterminator's up to. Oh, let's put the production scores up there. All right, Rain out to an early lead, 140K at 9K per minute. That swings pretty wildly at the beginning, so we're not going to put it over. He's not going to win just yet. Narf has a bunch of blueprints down, trailing at 60K, 2,400 a second, or 2,400 a minute. Mojo and Exterminator knotted up. First and second place right around 90K. Exterminator. Exterminator has some direct lines. He's got, 10 miners? 10 miners on iron, 8 miners on copper, half stack of power. And that's true, Sam. We don't have nearly as much production time. So, yeah, the build should be smaller. Apparently, we've got only about an hour left. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be a short deal. So this is a speed run. Let me see if Extern will come back up here. He's got some coal he's got to deal with. Oh, he's hand feeding coal at the moment. Not a bad choice. Got all level 1 assemblers, but he's got red green science up. That's really good. He's going to get through those sciences real quick. All right, let's go check out Mojo. Mojo has double the miners up on coal. He's actually got coal mining rolling, copper mining. Looks like he's got a short stack on power. See if that comes up and bites him later on. Good. He's got a steel line coming off of that, coming off of iron. Not a dedicated steel line, but just to get enough to get it going. Doesn't look like he's outputting it anywhere. And also has red and green science up and running. Boards, and he's bucketing the board, which is good. So he's got 6 and 6 and 7 science machines. Looks like they both got same thing. Exterminator has. They both look like they are at the same spot. Oh, he's got automated coal. That's right. All right, Rain looks like he's taken power out to an early start. Looks like the power's going... Oh, he's going to bring it down from here, of course. Okay. All right, there's that. And then he's going to use whatever is left over. He's going to route into his smelting line, looks like. 12 miners on copper. Another 20 on iron. I can't see his smeltery. I would ask him to... radars, I would say radars as soon as you can get them. if you please. Yeah, spectator radar would be excellent. All right, I'm not sure what Rain has going on here, but he's got quite a bit. I want to see what's generating all the points. It might just be smelting, because he does have more miners. Oh, it might be power. I think you do get a bonus for getting out to an early lead on power. There was some talk in the Discord about the power bonus, so he may have just hand-fed all these and started immediately to generate more power. This might be why he's got the early lead. Sizable iron plate setup. More boards than the other guys, more gears. Looks like a smaller science build. Doesn't look like he's got as many science machines as the other guys. Wonder what he's doing with it. Oh, he's just bucketing them. He's not spinning them. Okay, that's why, right there. That's why Rain has the early lead, is because he's not consuming the science. Okay, that may come back and bite him. He might end up starting to lose points if that's the case. He does have a similar number. He's got one less red, but this is in proportion to how they are produced. So that is ratio compliant red-green. There you go. Oh, he was... Okay, so that's the action I missed. He was in the middle of setting up science when he ran out of power. Okay, cool. All right, Narf has a... It must be an old initial science. Narf looks like the lowest on power at the moment. I don't think those are power assemblies. He may run out of power pretty soon. I would like to be able to see their power profile. Power graph, I guess you'd call it. Let's see how they're tracking. Interesting to see Narf put down so many blueprints. Maybe he's just going to go crazy and say, look, I'm just going to make as many green boards as I can in an hour and knock them out. Looks like he's got a... This is like military science. He's got turrets and gears. More greens. And that is something he's not researched yet. That might be blue. No, it might be engines. I think that might be engines right here. I have to see. A lot of trees in his way, though. Okay. They started with light. Yeah, we should mention that they started with light equipment, which and light inventory, which gives them couple miners, couple boilers. Probably this is what they got. Yeah, 2 boilers and 4 steam engines, just enough to get going, and maybe 10 miners or less. Couple assemblers, couple furnaces, just to get them going, get them launched. So there you go. Thank you for the host, Smickles. Appreciate it, man. Okay, looks like Narf is going to be on the short stack when it comes to power. I wonder, I don't know if they made any changes to the power bonus. There is a bonus for producing power, but I guess you have to consume it to get the bonus. So that might be why, that might not be why he's got the early lead. I bet you it's for bottling all the science and not spending any.
Groovy.
Interesting. JJ? At the moment, blueprints are a house rule. It's not a in-game function. Right now, blueprints are allowed in-game. It's just it's a house rule, meaning it's gentleman's agreement whether you're not going to use them. And I don't think Rain cared too much. Rain's the one hosting this event this time. Metaphor, thank you for that follow. Please no stream sniping for your streamer. Let these competitors experience the pressure organically. Let's do this. I'm going to move me over too. I'm going to shut Ash off. I'm going to move me over here. There you go. No stream sniping, if you can. So if one of these jokers starts attacking the other one, and I start talking about the action, please don't go over there and let them know in advance. Like, hey, Rain, Exterminator's coming. Let Exterminator have the element of surprise, and let Rain be surprised by it. Okay, appreciate your help with that. Could be have a gentleman's agreement. Narf immediately laying down those blueprints. Looks like he's going to go expand the iron line. Oh, Exterminator just lost power. Thank you for that tip. Yep, he is out of coal. What is feeding that coal? Unless there's something over here that I don't see. They did have a start of inventory. Oh, I didn't. Radars, as soon as you can get them, if you please. Evening, fellas. Good call. Just left over the steam in. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look, he's got no coal on the belt. For your audiences, I'll just type that again. Please no stream sniping for your streamer. Let these competitors experience the pressure organically. Thanks. All right, so look at what happened with Rain. His points per minute just went way down. So that tells me he's got science running, and yes, he does. Right behind this wall, this fog of war right here. Look, he probably put down a ton of science machines, and now he's consuming all that science. But it's good though. He's built an early lead. This might be part of his strategy, is to build an early lead and then bam, jump it all into science, instead of just slowly ramp up. What he's got to do, though, is he's got to get done with that quick. That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it does look like 32 labs. Looks like 4 packs of 8. Or, sorry, 8 packs of 4. Yep. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is interesting, this little feed system. All right, there you have it. Okay, Rain's doing pretty well. Do we have oil in here? That's a good question. Doesn't look like they started out. Let's look at their starting. I didn't even think about that. Looks like they started out with a fair amount of copper, almost 1 million copper. They've got some iron. It's a little spread out, but 2 million iron, 2.2 million iron. Oil just out of reach for Exterminator. Looks like they have some coal. 0.5 mil inside the base. Let me see. No oil to speak of. No stone to speak of. Doesn't look like they started with any stone. Who's running it? Oh, they did. They do have some stone. Sorry, I missed that patch. There is a patch of 47k stone to get them started. That is nothing. I guess the concrete strategy's out. You're gonna need that for bricks. One player team might make PvP not very feasible. All right, so looks like Narf has no science either. Or does he? No, he does not. Narf has no science. Yeah, he does. How does he have blue? Unless that was in his starting inventory. He might have had 10 in his starting inventory. No, he's got science. Where did I see science? Oh, he's got 1 science. Okay. All right, so he could have just gone starting science. He does not have a red and green science build. Very interesting. What is going on? That's an interesting strategy. Look, he's got a science build in here somewhere. There's miners, but that's for blue probably. All red science was unlocked at the start. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he have that little starting one? All right, we'll see if that pays off for him, Cotton. Interesting strategy. All right, Rain is squeezing every drop out of his miners. Power, no shortage on that. That might be end game power, considering you only have 40 minutes left. Good copper and good smelting. He's keeping that lead, although the percentage margin is a little narrowed. But look, he's back up to 10K after that initial consumption of science. Maybe that's the way to do it, is to buffer it first, and then when you get a little bit of a head, then you can dump it in suddenly and get a couple of these things. Narf has, that's what we discovered, Narf has the current speed record for .15. He did it 18 days ago. So check this out. There's your link. If you guys want to go check out who Narf is. I was not aware either. This is my first time seeing Narf compete. I thought this Ante had that record locked up tight, and only like Rain would be the one to challenge him for it. But Narf and Fish Miner, no joke. Rain's not in the 80%. Rain's in default settings, I think. There you go. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is interesting. I haven't seen this build. This is loading up steel. What's Narf doing? Chopping trees. Oh, Narf's being dropped from the game. The biter's got him. Oh. All right. All right, back over to Mojo. Let's see. Mojo's finished up the mining of that that iron patch. It looks like he's got another smelting line going over here. Probably going to be iron. Looks like he's got a good empty space of copper that he's not using. Doesn't really need it at this moment. I would imagine this line might be for tools or for military science. Mojo steady has taken he's widened the margin between him and Exterminator. Look, Exterminator has slightly better per minute values here. Still rolling with level 1 assemblers, but not the sources of production. Of course, I say that. Watch, he's going to go and put all this down. All right. All right, back over to Exterminator. Well, Narf got dropped. That's a shame. All right, Exterminator and Mojo doing almost the same build. I'm not sure why. Oh, Narf's coming back in. All right. Not sure why Exterminator has... Maybe Mojo got his up and running quicker. But they look like they have almost the exact same build. Exterminator on the Narf is still on the short stack for power. There he is. Using more level 1 assemblers, fewer points efficient. I don't think it's... Yeah, see, I don't know if you get more point. You build the same exact thing. I think it's just the amount. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's using more level 2s in there. He's getting the stuff faster. We'll see. All right, let's watch the Exterminator for a minute. Looks like him and Mojo doing the exact same thing. I think there's such limited amount of time in this match, it might just be a smelting race for points. Rain is now doubled everyone else's, and I think, yeah, look at there. I think it might just be smelting. And look, he's not even belting it. He's just creating, he just added another smelting line. He's got 3 up now, 1 steel, 2 iron. And he's just storing it. He's not even offloading it yet. Just getting it all, getting these loaded up. He's still getting points for it. Not consuming the iron, but still getting points for it. It's good. It's a good deal. It's very interesting as a speedrunner to just go through here and oh no, he took him away. Oh, he flipped him. So when he put the assemblers down, he just clicked and dragged all across, and they were all pointed up. And I guess he must have come through here and turned them around. I guess that's a speedrunner tactic. I ain't seen that one. I have to try it, because that's the hard part. Because when you're going through the, steel, what you want is one facing inward and one facing outward. Exterminator's already getting biters. Oh yeah, look, his top wall. He's got holes in the top wall. He needs. He's got a turret out there protecting. He's going to need to throw down a radar. He does not rotate manually, though. Right. You can just click, 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 click. Yep, along his north wall. I wonder if... Yep, there's the biter up there. There's his pollution profile. It's definitely out there. Look, oh, yep, look at there. It's just tickling this this base out here. Interesting. Rain just leading the smelting charge. Quick to mine all of these and then funnel it all through these belts, split off to the sides, and just get iron onto iron making. Doesn't have a build that's larger than everybody else's, just maybe did it quicker. This is interesting. Double line for belt and gears going straight into the stuff for green science and for these red gears. There you go. Or for the red assemblers, which you will need. I guess he's got a stack of those ready. All right, and look at there. He's out of green science. Is his bottleneck. He's got a surplus of red. His green is bottlenecked on assembly time only. There you go. And they're all blues. All right. So is anybody else getting biter attack? Let's look at Mojo's profile. Oh, there we go. One biter base has just popped into view, I guess, from a radar. Yep, there's a radar. Just popped into view, and look at the pollution is just kind of hitting this edge at the moment. There's also a biter up here that Mojo's going to have to deal with, because look, his pollution is just creeping along this edge. It's not there yet. But if Mojo's paying attention to the map, he should probably put a pair of turrets out there and maybe 1 or 2 here. All right. Mojo putting down the radars for his boy. All right. Still with level 1. Mojo is taking... no, still very, very tight with Exterminator. Interesting. Okay. Cole's still holding. It's not... I wonder how his power's looking. Let me turn that off. He's probably not close. That's probably enough power to take him through the end of the game. We've only got 30 more minutes. All right, let's go look at it. Exterminator. So, yep, this is the steel build. Alternating. See, here's a steel build I was telling you about. In, out, in, out, in, out, like that. Alternating. I'm not sure which one is faster, but I don't, when I'm doing this steel build, not that I'm the authority, but I will not go, see, I'll do what he's doing and do every other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't alternate them like that. I'll do all the forwards and all the backwards. He's doing it. Yeah, this is definitely the slowest way to do it. Either you should put all the forward ones and then run all the other ones, or do it the way Rain did it and just put them all down and then turn the ones around you want. Okay. He's doing it slow way. That's true. All right. Looks like he's going to bottleneck. Looks like he might be going for military science. There's one of them going up. I don't see any turrets yet. Or maybe he's going for, because he got those military, those biters happening, he may be jumping in for it. Oh, okay, now Mojo's taking a lead. What is Mojo turned on? Mojo's also turned on the ammo. That's good. Mojo's also got a... He's still got his steel up. All right. All right, Mojo's decided that he's producing too much iron and he needs to store some up. So he's just going to pull straight off the belt. Because there's plenty going to this ammo. This ammo's not going to use that much, so he's just going to store it. It's pretty smart. And then Narf, let's see. So it looks like Narf has extended this build. Narf's going for crazy science. Look at this. I don't know if he knows he's got a time limit here. He's got 30 minutes, and he's still chopping trees. He's not got any science machines down. Maybe when he turns it on, he's just going to take off. Narf is not out of reach. But Rain, you're right. Rain is still just accelerating. He's got the pedal down. This has now doubled since I joined. It's now 18K a minute. It's like Narf's going to try and put this down and just follow this blueprint. Just going right down the playbook. Same thing he does in a speed run. Getting kicked off in the mid range is no doubt hurting him. But I bet he's going to do the same thing and put these science machines down and just roll. Or maybe not. Maybe if you just put that many down and bottle them up and never spend any science, you get all that credit, and it might be enough to win. Engine's got to be a pretty good point winner. So even if he does not use any blue science here, then oh, it looks like he is going to use the blue science. Well, that's an interesting build. Two down and 2 up facing each other. Interesting. Haven't seen that tactic. This is interesting. I did play around with Rain sent me a build for a red, green, and gray science that is really tight, really compact. I think that's just his default settings build. Maybe so. Is that blue? Oh, it's cars. He's just going to make cars. Loves cars. He's going to make cars. There you go. Production scoring. There you go. That is one version behind. It's not. It's definitely a version behind. There you go. Rain's strategy just showed his hand. Rain's going for cars. There you go. Please don't stream snipe and go let the other competitors know. But there it is. Unless they run over there and see. Exterminator still looking good. I haven't seen anything else come up here. He needs steel coming up here, but he doesn't have steel unless he's hand feeding him. But there's no ammo. He may be having a rough time with these biters if they keep coming. All right, let's go check Mojo, who is currently in second place, still accelerating, mining up some more of that coal. He's got grenades on the board and getting them stored. Oh, he looks like he did get attacked by a biter. Look at that. A couple things are damaged over here. He's got some turrets up on the wall now. He's got 2 biter bases exposed. That's got to be a pain. He's going to have a third one here in a minute. Hopefully he sees that. This is going to be harder to get to because of all those trees. It's going to be a pain for him. So I guess Mojo went hunting for side resources pretty early on, which is pretty smart. Because if you can get a oil patch like right here that's huge, he can just get to oil processing, truck in some oil, and get some mad points. Is it the right one? Do I have a 1616 tab in it? Maybe. I might have imported them. Maybe. Let me see. Is this mine? Oh, it's not mine. It is mine. It's not mine. Oh, that's a new one. This is not mine. Ha! Okay. All right. Not my document. We're looking through the documents. It was off screen. Just gonna make some inserters for 27 minutes. We're just gonna put them. Oh man, I've been up since it is now. We'll watch Mojo do his thing with these inserters. He's just gonna bank them. I have been up. I woke up at 6 a.m., did a full day of work, get home around 4. Did my show with Badger from 5 to 7:30. Quick break to wolf down some food, help the kiddo with some math. And then get some stuff, hang with the wife for just a bit, and then get to this late to start. So I have been working for about 15 hours now. Ha! Get her done. All right, let's go back over to Narf and see what he's done. I wonder if he turned on that. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is just going to turn on that giant science machine. I mean, 26 minutes left. If he's going to consume all this science, is that going to be bad? Look at there. He's taken a jump up in the point total. He's up to 10K, so he's 10, 11K, so he's ahead of Exterminator in terms of point generation, but it may not be what he's looking for, so he should take a hit here as he starts to consume more science. Huh. Yes, he did. He chopped every one of those trees. Let's go look at Rain and his cars. He loves those cars. Is he driving them around? No, he's not driving around. All right, Rain's going for this iron that's up here. Just wants to add some more to his total. No bite. Oh, one biter down here on Rain's map. And the pollution has reached it, so he should be expecting it. I would expect an attack here pretty soon. He does not have any turrets down there on that edge. He does have, he's got the wall only. He's got a radar somewhere right there. I think he shut his science off, so he should be stockpiling, I would say. But I don't see any more cars have being offloaded in here. They are waiting on pipes. Nope. Cars take steel engines. What's on the second half of that belt? Just engines? They're not wired up. What's that car waiting on? Somebody who... I rarely make cars, so somebody who knows cars, what is that... what are they making? Exterminator now has more ammo. He's making some... He's got a turret build. He might be going for gray science. His turret is hurt. It's only got about 2/5 of his health left, and needs to go throw a repair pack on that boy. Because if they break through, they're going to hit his science. Start losing. I don't know if he wants to go out there and attack those. Mojo might consider just running out there and doing a quick attack. Especially with all this that he's got. Oh, Mojo's doing it. All right. Oh, he found some oil. But, oh, look at that. Look at that pain in the ass. That's a ton of oil, but look at all the trees. Oh. If he gets attacked right now, he's kind of screwed because it's going to be a while. It's going to be hard for him to get back to base. He's got this little thing out here. He's going to go for oil. He's got a lot to clear out. Oh, he has got grenades. I was going to say, did he bring grenades with him? He could do it. Rain, though, up to 600K, has probably added that smelting line, 20K per minute. He is turning it on. If Mojo's going to win this thing, he's got to get oil on, like, right now. Narf adding to power, finally. He probably hit a brownout. Yep, look at there. Uxall, thank you for the follow. Uxie Cole. 20K per minute. Looks like Narf is slowing down because this is all the power he has. He has to get those down quick. That has water. He just needs to extend that belt and he's good. Oh, he's probably good with those four. That's probably enough. All right, and then finally, Rain. He does need to put those long inserters down there. Oh, he did. He swapped them out, finally. Now they can grab the steel that they need. Oh, look at that. He's just going to load up as many cars as he can. Nice. No fuel. Don't need fuel. Just going to load them up, grab those points. There you go. Rain showed his hand. He's got that car build. Bravo. All he's doing is running cars, I guess. He's waiting on engines, I guess. Yeah. And his engine producers are running full tilt and they are not keeping up. So those engines are bottlenecked on just assembly time. So I guess if you can extend this out, scale this up, you can get some more engines in there, but it's just cars. There you go. Look at there. Good job, Rain. Keep it up for 20 more minutes. You can hold your lead. You're going to have to do that across Mojo's oil. Looks like he's going for. Oh, Exterm's having power problems. Look at that. The coal is not making it to all of those. Bottlenecked at the end. He needs to add some more steam to get him out of this jam. He's low on coal, low on steam engines. He's got... The problem is that he's got all of his... No, not all of it. That's dedicated. Okay, there it is. He must have just switched that. He might have had that going up, and then he Exterminator decided that, oh no, I'm not getting enough coal all the way through the system. I need to dedicate some down to... oh, look at that. Oh, his miners are dying. He needs to dedicate some down, dedicated to the power. And there he goes. Watch these miners pick right back up as they get full of coal. There's no harm in adding 6 more steam engines right here. He should do that. And pick the rest of this up off that line. Wouldn't hurt. Maybe he's run down there to do that now. That's good. All right, Exterminator is going to have Gray off the line very soon. He's got turrets. He's got grenades. They're running. And he's got the piercing ammo. So, up here it is. There comes Gray Science. We'll see a jump for Exterminator here as those are set to run as soon as those grenades get rolling. Oh, he doesn't have the long inserters. He needs to add those long inserters here before those get going because he can't pull from this side of the belt. Need some red inserters in here. I hope he didn't forget that. Otherwise the build makes sense. He's ready to go. He's got points on the table if he can just add those inserters. Rain's just fine until Mojo builds oil, and looks like he's... oh, looks like it ends right here. Might have run out of pipes. Oh, yellow alert. We've got a biter that's right next to Mojo's valuable oil build, but he did put a turret or 2 down there, so that's good. Those yellow dots are turrets. So this is handy because he probably knew that biters are all right here. So I think he's coming up here just to kind of do some base oversight. Maybe get some pipes. His turrets are in good shape. They've got piercing ammo, which is very handy. The biters will die quick to those piercers. It's good. He's got a line in right now. Here he come. You can see some. See how quick they go. He had 21 ammo. They used 1 ammo on that little party of 5. Mojo's got, looks like he's going to build some Gray Science as well. No, gears. Gears for storage. He just put inserters everywhere. All right. Just going to store up some inserters for it. No one told him no rush. I don't think they have time, man. It was only a 90-minute contest. He had a mistake on which coal line to pull for his steel build. Right. Got you. Shred Guy. There's the man. Guys, go give Shred Guy a follow. He's an awesome player, and he's freaking hilarious. Got to get used to him, though. At first, you'll see him and you'll meet him and you'll go, who is this guy? I don't know if I can be friends with him. Trust me, you can. Trust me, you can. You can be friends with Shred Guy. Go give him a follow. Hit him with sub. He's got a crazy-ass crew. They're savages. Because he's a savage. Go hit that sub button on Shred Guy's stream. Come on, do it. Come on! Do it now! All right. Mojo's got to get that oil. If Mojo... what? I guess he was tired of carrying around those power poles, so he just dumped them on. He just said, screw this. He just dumped all the power poles off. Is he using steel? I guess not. Maybe he is using steel poles now. I don't see any up there. Shred's the nicest guy on the internet. Exactly. The nicest guy on the all right, Mojo, we all want to see you hook up that oil. Go hook up that oil. I'll be right back. Rain, yep, there you go. Okay, I called it. Rain was going to extend out all those engines and just throttle up on those cars. Loki, thank you for that follow. Look at there. He's just going to throttle up. That should be enough pipes for all these engine builds, maybe. I think gears will be an issue. Gears and maybe steel. I think it's 1, 1, and 2. 1 steel, 1 pipe, and 2 gear. 1 steel, 1 pipe, and 2 gears for an engine. Somebody check my math on that. I think it's 1, 1, and 2. He'll probably be okay with pipes. He will probably not be okay with gears with this many engines running. He's just going to throw cars all over the place. Look at that. $14 minutes. How many cars can you get? Mojo, let's go with that oil. Come on. Hook up that oil, buddy. You got to do it right now. Oh, that's why it's all jacked up. He's grenading his own stuff. Probably ran out of belt, ran out of inserters. All right, let's go check on Narf. We hadn't checked on him for. Oh, Narf has biters in the base. They are marching on. Where are they going? Oh, there they go. Oh my goodness. Where'd they come from? Where'd they go? Where'd they come from, Cotton Eye Joe? We can't see them. There's no bait. There's no source from where they came. Exterminator has dropped in the point amounts, but still barely leads in another 2 minutes. In another 3 minutes, Narf will pass Exterminator unless he does pull some stuff out. I guess this science build has finally caught up to where Mojo is producing. He's just going for smelting. It's a shame he's got to cut through all those trees. I think Narf went too big too early. I'd say it's a problem I have too. There you go. I think he just put down the blueprints to remind him what to build. He's also building red belts, which I have not. That's that made. Hopefully that's just for points because we ain't got the time, baby. You got 12 minutes. All right. Rain building all his cars. And look here, all of these are going. Oh, I was not correct. They are. He is short on pipes. Yep, he needs to add another pipe assembler. Extend that out, double it up. I wonder if that's going to choke off these gears here. Maybe he's just going to balance between these two. One belt fills up and it spills over. The other belt fills up, spills over. Oh, there's a command to make biters not attack. Do you get a point bonus for putting a car on the ground versus putting it in a chest? Because if so, I'm wondering why Rain is doing this. I guess this car contains other cars because it's acting as a chest. But why not just have 6 chests here instead of 6 cars? Maybe he's just doing it for grins because he's gangster. He's going to break a belt. All the engines. Look at there. Accelerate up through engines. There you go. All right, so Rain is just going to continue to do engines and these 3 elements until time expires, looks like. Exterminator is going to get passed here in the next minute unless... Yep, in the next 1 minute unless he makes a move. He's got Gray Science off the belt. He's hanging on to the lead, but Narf is closing on him. I bet if Narf quits Science, Narf will take him and get 3rd place. Exterminator leaving the base. Where's he going? Is he going for oil? Is he find? He found oil. Oh, he found all the oil. Can he get to it in time? Oh, wow. 24%. He's got all the oil. If he can just run power out there, throw those pump jacks down, and bottle it right there. Just look, bottle it right there. Store it up. Is he going to go attack? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. He's got to go around. He has some momentum going behind him. Then that map revealed. Oh. Watch it. No. Don't trigger those. He's going to go harass Mojo. Down. Oh, he's going to go get the oil.
Groovy.
He's going to go get his oil. Can he grenade his oil? Can he pick it up? Oh, he's going to do... Oh, the turrets. He got one. All right, what's Mojo doing? Does Mojo see it? He's not moved. No, that's it. Exterm, what's your hit points? 250. He doesn't have shields. Exterminator might have just resigned his fate because, look, he's about to get passed by Narf. Narf's just about to pass him in the next 30 seconds. Look, only less than 1,000, 2,000 separates him. 1 to 2,000. He's looking for Narf. Narf is going to pass him any second, and 8 minutes left. Look at that. He got one of Mojo's turrets. And Mojo is still not bottling oil, I guess? Mojo, bottle the oil! Oh my god! Do you have tanks? You need steel and metal, right? Steel and gears and pipes? Oh. Where's that go? Does it go anywhere? Am I just not seeing it? All right, where's Exterminator is crossing the Manson-Nixon line. All right, Rain and all the engines. There you go. He's just throwing all the cars in. Rain not catchable at this point, I guess, with 7 minutes. Unless Mojo hooks up that oil and throws down all the tanks. All the tanks. You got to do it right now. Right now. Put the tanks down. Refineries, just take it. Quick. You got to do it right now, buddy. I think you can outrun them at this state. Yeah. Oh, he can't get in. He can't. He tried to rub up on the base. He's going to shoot his way in. The buzzer goes off. There's a hole in the base. He's looking for Narf. Shoot that science. All right, what's he going to do? Is he going to pick up? Narf is way up. He caught him at a great time. Yeah. But they're not shooting anything. Yeah. Exterminator giving him the business. Narf has taken over. But look, Exterminator's point total is going down because he's throwing so many grenades. Narf's still going. Oh, Narf sees him. Narf sees him and he's running down. He put all the belt down to get acceleration. He's going to surf the belt. He's going to try and get down there. Exterminator's giving all the business. Empty all of them. Narf still would manage to get ahead because of the grenades. Oh, here comes Narf. They don't have any bullets. They're both out of bullets. Yeah, I guess he could run over there and pick up all his science and go put it in his machine. There's your jam. Oh, he's going for power. Oh, he's got some more. He made some bullets. Oh, he's got to cut. He's cutting the lines. Okay, good. Look at there. Oh, Narf. Narf's gonna run straight into those guns. He's got to go get him. He's out of range. No, look out. Run behind the guns. Oh, he got him. He got him. He baited him into the guns. He baited him into the guns. Oh, my sound drops up. I didn't think this was going to be this crazy. I thought we were just going to build. I didn't have my sound drops ready. Oh, he's coming again. He's got him. Oh, he got him. He's going to spawn camp him. Can he move the gun? Biters have come into Exterminator's base. Narf's still in the lead. It's too little too late. He got 4 minutes. The Biters have overrun Exterminator's base. The only hope is if he died. The only hope is if Exterminator dies right now, gets back to his base and saves it. But look at the totals. The totals are still strong. My base is dead to biters. I forfeit. What? Play until the referee blows the whistle. Look, Exterminator's going through an F in the belt. What's you want to do is you want to take some coal. Can you take stuff out of the bases? You're the closest to me points wise, I guess. Exterm did some damage. This is great, man. Can't produce any more science, although he. If he goes and takes all of those, does Exterminator get those points? Like if Exterminator goes here and takes all of this red and green science right here, just takes it off the belt, because you can F the belt, and takes all this, these are good points. He's still shooting. And Narf still has good point generation. Narf, shoot him. Put him back over there in his base. His base is getting riggedy wrecked. Oh, the biters have done all the damage they're doing. They're not attacking anything anymore. I don't know why. Look at that. The biters are not attacking. Interesting. They've killed the science machine, and that's it? Right. If I F that belt and then I put it in my inventory and make something of it. Rain's crazy cars. There you go. Rain's crossed 1 million, 23K per minute and climbing. Let's see if Mojo's left his base. No! You had oil! Bottle up the oil, my god! Oh my goodness! GG. 90 seconds left! 90 seconds left. Referee has not dismissed class. I want to say that Mojo had an outside shot. If he had gotten oil just pumped into a bin, there are still enough oil points to do it. And he had points on the table. Oh, my goodness. Ah. Look at all that oil out there. See, Mojo's wishing. Oh, my goodness. He built the car, too. You guys are shooting. Oh, look at. Now they're shooting each other. Oh, mansies. 30 seconds. Oh, he's just... Oil's been lowered a lot, but it's free. You just slap down a tank and put some pipes to it, and you walk away. Oh, they're going to hand-to-hand. Oh, no. Oh, and Exterminator's going down. Oh, you must have armor. Rain is victorious. There you go. All right. Oh, my goodness.
Let's celebrate.
All right, let's go talk to him.
Come on now. Let's celebrate.
We have a little bit of an echo from you, but it's not that bad. So not a big deal. But if you want to check it out later, you can.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hey,
Ow, 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 ow.
so my first observation is biters absolutely suck for 1v1s.
Yes.
Horribly.
They do. I had all grand plans and then biters ruined them.
Yep, me too.
All right. So the people who got attacked by biters, I assume, were upper right and lower right.
Mojo was, yeah, but then Mojo too, and he was,
I was top
yeah, you were
right.
right.
So I think Exterminator got hit with biters first, and then Mojo shortly after. And they had to make some quick adjustments in their strategy to put some turrets down and get some ammo going, which probably ruined their other plans. So
Yeah, I had oil refineries set up and everything. Well, I had handcrafted them like half an hour in.
but
It took me a long time to get them actually going.
right. So were you able to slap down some tanks and start bottling that oil?
No, because I don't have the research.
You feel liquid? Yeah, that should have already been researched from the get-go.
Fluid
Oh
handling. I
yeah, it
think
was too.
fluid handling's a red.
Ah.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's red.
I was going crazy in the chat. I'm going, oh, Mojo's got he's got a shot to catch rain if he can just throw down like 40 tanks and just bottle it up and see how close he can get.
Although, to be fair, oil was massively nerfed.
Yes,
Yes,
thing.
it has been.
but it's still free points that you can just
Yeah.
throw down and store. You know, and I knew it had been nerfed, but I didn't think it was. I think it was at least worth a couple tanks and see how close it got you, right? Oh man, I was in here going nuts. Mojo, throw down a tank! Oh my god, you're so close! And then you start. Then Mojo, you put down the refineries, and I thought, no, you're gonna no.
I just wanted them out of my pocket.
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
I've been there for like an hour.
I thought, no, don't do refineries. Just do tanks. Just
Yeah.
You don't have time to do refineries. Just do tanks.
Do you like my ball of wire that I set down to correct that little gap in the wires
Yes.
going down to the pump jacks?
All right, it is. If you follow, it's right south of Mojo's line of refineries. If you just go, 10 squares south of that, you'll see. I said, I think he just got tired of carrying wooden poles around, and he just
And handcrafting them.
and just threw them down. That was good. So yeah, go ahead, Rain.
So I accidentally set locked teams, so I can't set you guys as allies, which was a pretty dumb move on my part. We can teleport to each other's bases, but just give it a once over on the turrets and remove any turrets that might kill on spawn.
You could also just look at my stream, and I can hover over all these if you need, and I can kind of as you talk about it, I can walk you through it. So, Rain's strategy, if you guys look here, is to make cars. So,
Which, like, they're worth like 90 points or something. I didn't
Not a
think
bad
they were worth
idea.
that much.
but
I I don't think they're worth a ton, no, but they're like 900.
That is so many cards.
Yeah. But the other thing is that engines on the belt and engines being produced are worth some. So like the infrastructure to build them, you know.
True.
And Rain took an early lead because I think he had his third smelter line, his third iron line, pretty early. And
Yeah, that would have done it.
Which let him really get a jump on the engine build, because the first two you dedicated straight to science.
I actually only was able to get 1.5 irons up in the really early game,
Right.
and the second one I threw on half steel and half what would be black science, but really is just the anti-biter, ammo turrets type stuff, and those are pretty significant points too. So I figured I might as well build those.
All right. So Rain, did you specifically not do science early? Because I saw you throw down the 5-6 red-green science build and then just bottle it. Like you didn't throw down the science machines yet.
Yeah, labs are pretty expensive early game, and I figured it would be better to spend it on drills, because I think the research that we wanted to do in this game was probably marginal at best. A couple of key techs and then something to unlock a few things to build and then just move on. So I got maybe 4 or 5 techs and then I was done. So I didn't feel the need to get that soon. I figured getting some resources bottled up would be better.
Right. So while for the rest of you guys, what I noticed was while you guys were throwing down, many of you had 7 science machines up and running from the get-go. Rain had 0, and he just had a chest throwing down all of his red-green in there, and then he focused on smelting and drilling, right?
Yeah.
And then at some point he decided, okay, it's time to research, and then immediately threw down all 32 science machines. His points went to 0. I mean, his points per minute went down to below everyone else's, but he burned through the science really quickly and then was kind of done at that point, right? So anyway, that was it. That was everyone else kind of did the same science strategy where throw down you guys are farting around up here on trains.
Maybe.
Everyone else kind of did the same thing and put down a 6 green, 6 red, and then 7 science machines and just did it steadily. Whereas Rain took a little bit of a buffer approach to it. So.
Oh, they're going for trains.
Mojo.
Yeah. Well, Narf, do you want to tell us what kind of walk us through what you were doing as well? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Narf here?
Narf's here. He's got a brand new mic, and I don't think he has it configured 100% correctly yet. So give him a minute.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad game for me.
All right. Is this your speed run build?
No. It's not planned for any rockets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you guys
But
look at
in-game equipment.
in-game equipment, okay. He had the most. Narf had the most science of anybody. Assemblers.
It's like a lot of assemblers going on. A lot of base just in general.
Yeah. And threw down a bunch of green early. And a bunch of long assembly lines were Narf's assembly lines were the longest of anyone. And I think he held on to the base power longer than anyone, just the 2 boilers and 4 steam engines that you get in your starting pack. Like he went a long time without building up another, half of power. Yeah, where Narf is right now.
I found that the starting items did not necessarily boost the speed significantly. It was a nice boost, but it didn't It was still tough at the beginning.
Yeah.
It gave you a little boost, but all it did was get rid of a little bit of starting handcrafting. Not much else.
Right.
Yeah, to be honest, it actually threw me off quite a bit. Like, I may have just been my own stupidity, but like, because I didn't realize for like the first 3 minutes it actually gave me burner miners, so I was like already trying to craft some and stuff, and it was just like, you don't, because we've played this mode like 4 times without it, so going in with it kind of threw me off a little bit that I already had all that stuff already made.
Yep. It took me a little while to figure out how to spend my resources, but I think I got lucky and put them in the right spot in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't
definitely.
realize I had the power stuff straight away. I knew I had the burner mining drills.
Yeah, you get what did you get to start with? Isn't it two steam engines? Did I say that right? 2 boilers and 4 steam engines, just like a little 2-pack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
What
really
was it?
speed things up.
16 burner mining drills, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then 2 electric mining drills.
Yeah. Which don't go very far.
No, that was my iron. It was just 2 of those, and I didn't have a chest for them to go anywhere, so I just stood in front of my mining drills and waited for them to spit out and picked them up by hand and put them in something. It's pretty sad.
All right. Well, Mojo.
So what's this next base?
You can go over to Mojo's next. It looks like. So what I saw was Mojo and Exterminator were tracking very, very closely for a long time.
Yeah, I was watching the points and they seemed very similar, so it looked like we were doing similar things.
Yep.
There was a
Yeah.
point where I had the 4 steam engines running for a very long time. I actually didn't connect the coal belt up to it for ages. And there was a few times where I ran out of power completely. And that set back the points a bit. I set down like 7, I think it was, smelters for iron, and then I started smelting steel straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where a lot of the early points came from, was just having those manually fed. It had belt fed iron, but the coal I was manually feeding, and I just had those going.
Yeah. If you look right just to the west of his only copper line. So one line west was his first iron, and then that little bitty pack of 8 steel to the west of the first iron line, or copper, then iron, then steel. That was up very early.
Yeah.
And so I think that was like you said, that was the advantage of getting those early points. And you had steel, you had a line of steel very, very early, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it took a long time for me to actually get the smelting formalized.
That's one of the advantages that we have as speedrunners, is we have that smelting down, and we understand how important it is to get a certain number of smelters up before we do the next step.
Oh yeah, very much
Yeah,
so.
I think that's super important. I really struggled with like lack of smelting and spending too much time setting up the smelting stuff. It was not.
Yeah, I knew because of the red was unlocked. It's something you don't appreciate until you play with it, what it actually does. But I knew that I needed, because steel processing was unlocked, I understood that, and so I needed to start making steel straight away, and at the very least to make some steel axes, of course. One thing that did slow me down was that I was mining rocks because I couldn't find the stone patch. I didn't
Me
realize
neither.
how far I had to go.
I had unfettered access to everyone's, and I was 20 minutes in, and I couldn't find the stone. So,
Yeah.
Was it covered by water?
no, it was
It's just under the
it's just
water.
on the map.
It's just south, and it blends into the desert scene, so you can't really pick it out. And it's really very underwhelmingly sized. It's 47K,
Yeah.
just south of your water.
Speaking of which, on that topic, I feel like for future ones, Mojo or whoever, when we do the map settings, I think we could put stone back on normal since concrete is no longer so overpowered, and that was the main reason we put it lower.
Oh yeah, I've been just setting it to normal. When that happened, I had it set to very big.
Okay.
This is a straight default option, so nothing's changed here.
Nothing's unique.
Oh, so you just literally didn't screw yourself on stone. You just got screwed on stone.
Yeah.
And oil. There was no oil in anyone's starting area.
Yeah. I had to go for quite an adventure for oil. I actually unlocked oil processing about, what was it, half hour in? And I had the pump jacks crafted and ready to go, and then I needed to throw down... That was when I started throwing down radars. As when... I don't know if you saw when I started throwing down radars, and then I think you announced to put radars in everyone's bases.
Yeah, you had radars down first, and I think Mojo, all he did was just go to north, west, south, and I don't think there was one for east, but just put them at not even 4 corners, for the top, bottom, left, and right, just to try and see what was over to the side. And it did reveal a couple biters that got you. But
yeah, this desert is not helping.
Yeah, double-edged sword, man. That pollution spread real quick. Narf had the worst time with the trees, so Narf didn't get any biters, but I feel like he had a ton more trees than everybody else to chop down. Even just
they should have been identical.
I think they are identical. I chose a spot that was pretty wide open. He may have chose a spot that was right on top of a lot of trees.
So
I know there was a lot of dead trees over there.
Are they? Is it the same density even?
Yeah, so the duplicate spawns, it doesn't copy any of the base terrain, but it duplicates the resources and trees.
No. Maybe just the blueprint took them into the spots.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of trees. All right.
Ooh, are you looking over his, or we're looking at, yeah, that's here. Yeah, he's in a spot with a lot of trees. I think we all went just above the water.
Right.
We should all have water in about the same spot, because
Yeah.
I think Clone said it was always at like 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock or something like that, relative to the spawn.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to find some identical tree spots, and they're pretty close, I would say.
If you look in the southwest, you can see the same U shape, the same half moon shape
on
everyone in the southwest.
Yes, because no one went down there, so it's untouched pretty much. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like everyone put their base in about the same place. Like Sturm and myself is more or less in the same position. Rain is a little bit further over, although I see what you've done there. Rain has gone down south underneath the lake, which is interesting.
Right.
Well, I'm used to having a very long base. You get your smelting line, and then you have your red-green science, then you have your labs. And so I guess I'm mentally already... It's automatic. I look for that. Where's the longest spot I can build? Because I don't want to run into a wall or something.
There you go.
So did you guys have sort of high-level plan going in? Mojo, I saw that you got oil early. Xterm, I didn't actually see Xterm's base. Did we go through it?
Not yet, I don't think.
All right, let's go over there and take a look at that. Very similar to Mojo's base. Power is over here to the left. Mojo or Xterm had some power problems a couple times.
Yeah, and then there's not much left of it. Like 5 minutes after I left, the biters just came in and destroyed everything.
Yep.
Besides the smelting. Yeah.
So I think what happened, tell me if this was correct, you had all of your coal routing through smelting, and then whatever was left over went to power, and then you had to quickly
That was an accident, but that was what was happening, but that was not intentional.
Right, okay. Okay.
I split off the wrong line.
Oh, okay.
But I did fix it. I didn't really have a plan, except to get far tech as we could, but
My overall plan was to unlock oil, plastics, maybe try for red circuits. Haven't really been paying attention to the spreadsheet, so I don't have a targeted plan as such, which probably is to my disadvantage.
Yeah. So this line of science on the ground,
That's where the producers, the assemblers were.
you would see green and red in the same alignment as Mojo's. So it's like a 6 and 6 build, and then a line of 7 science machines going east-west.
That looks like Andy's build.
It's yeah. I was watching some of his streams for inspiration. I pretty much got like the circuits down, and then other than that, it was just like total freehand, and that's where I lost it.
Right.
Anarchy.
Yeah, Andy's got a.
Yeah.
I think you were the first one to gray science off the belt, extern. Because
Oh, great.
I was trying for grey, but
Yeah.
then because of the biter started coming, and then I abandoned it in the end because I started making the grenades and the piercing ammo, but I never made the turrets.
Right, and so Mojo, when you set up these 4 gears on the left side, I thought, okay, well here come turrets, and in the end, you ended up just stockpiling and gears.
Yeah. I just needed a lot of gears in a hurry.
Oh.
I may or may not have handcrafted a whole lot of train wagons.
Oh, yeah, good call.
That doesn't even work anymore, though.
Is that fixed?
Well, all the handcrafting bugs are fixed, as far as
Yeah,
I was told.
the handcrafting should be fixed.
But-
It should at least give you a bit of a point kick from memory.
But I mean,
Yeah, it does.
still, train cars still good points, regardless.
Yeah, they are actually.
Okay, yeah. So,
I didn't make that many though. How many did I make overall? Probably like 10 or so.
all right.
But yeah, I don't know. My smelting was an absolute disaster with all the routing, and like I am so not used to playing this way at all. So I was just totally like flustered on what to do and how to build stuff.
The early game, the first 45 minutes of a typical speed run of setting up the smelters, I will say, is it's a skill, and it takes a lot of just repetition. And if you compare even the top speedrunners, if you look at like a Zulon 2, myself, Anti, and you compare our early games, you can see that Anti, I don't want to give him too much credit here. His early game is pretty phenomenal, and he's got everything optimized down to a second. And he can barely get 30 seconds faster than a previous time.
Wow.
And some of the things that he does was, he'll drop like 2 assemblers and just put in 100 copper in each for copper wire. It's those little things, and there's 2, 3, maybe 400 of those little itty bitty things that really make the early game go quick. So it's a really hard skill. And I don't even think I have a good early game, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess it just takes a lot of repetition and practice and to get the builds down in your head.
In a normal playthrough, you don't think that to make like wooden boards for wooden power poles or copper wire for power poles and green circuits, but it adds up because it's a little crafting step that you don't need to do.
Yep.
Setting up power, that's always a hard one. It's a tough one. Yeah, a lot of us ran out of power, I'm sure. I don't know if you guys ran out of power. I ran out of power maybe 3, 4, or 5 times.
I did too, yep.
Twice, and then I went yellow once.
That was a lot of fun though. It was
Oh yeah,
a good test, and it was just like really good practice.
I like the shorter game for sure, as well. I don't like the long grind, like 4 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah, I feel like for future, larger ones like we've done, I think maybe 2 or 3 hours would be good, depending on the team size, because that obviously accelerates stuff a ton.
Oh yeah. I was originally thinking about disabling all signs. Maybe stick to just starting at red level. The starting equipment is probably a good one as well. So starting equipment a little bit above, particularly with the PvP element, if you can respawn in your base, so with the small starting equipment, you at least start with a shotgun and a machine gun and ammo for each, and a
Right.
pickaxe.
Is it an iron pickaxe or a steel pickaxe?
Iron.
That's good. And make them force the player to make that steel pickaxe.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next level up gives you a steel pickaxe.
I think with our testing previously that Mojo and I did, I think the next level up would maybe be a little too much because
Yeah.
it gives you like a lot of stuff.
We did the
Doesn't it
highest
give you
level
a-
one, both all round, which I think gave you. So the highest starting equipment gave you level 3 assemblers, and the starting inventory gave you the assemblers and level 3 assemblers, and then
Thank you for the follow, Odaba. And what's up, Josh? Welcome, everybody. We're just wrapping up here, talking with the players.
Might be a little excessive, but maybe suitable for a high-tech game where you start with all signs. I don't know.
maybe. I mean, blueprint importing will be off.
So I'll tell you my favorite parts of the game, the ones where I was where I got going was so on the radar I saw Mojo exploring and going down, and at the time you could only see like 2 dots of that oil down south. And then the chunk revealed 2400 oil. And I went, "Yeah!" He's got to do
I was
it.
actually wondering. I was wondering if you were wishing that I actually went to the east where there was the closer oil, but only 900 of it. Because I had a feeling there was more to the south than there was to the east.
Well, yeah, I think we could see. Yeah, we could see more east than south, but you went south for whatever reason, and that revealed. And I thought, here it is. This is his shot to catch him if he can. And what I expected you to do was to do that. What you did just now is you just drop 20 tanks and just bottle it up and just do nothing with it. Do nothing with it or something with it, whatever. Maybe do plastics, whatever. But just throw it down and start storing. And I was waiting for that points jump. It's just, let's just get it and free another
Yeah, and it
resource
just
that
didn't
was coming in. And I was going, Mojo, throw it down right now. Now.
So as you say that, I almost feel kind of sad that oil got nerfed so hard. I
bad is
wonder if it went from 1.5 to I think 0.2.
Yeah.
I wonder if incentivizing it might actually be a good thing to give it, some extra points, so that it's that comeback mechanic. Because you invested time, effort, and research into getting oil, you should be rewarded for that. That's the high tech.
Maybe somewhere in between.
Can I try something?
Sure. What do you
See
need?
if I can find it. We'll see if we can reset so the scores keep going up again.
I don't think you
I just
can.
gotta find. Yeah, there's you
Well,
can
script.
reset the time limit to 0, and then reset the win trigger, and then it starts running again. I just can't remember what it is.
I think you do have a good point about the oil. I do believe that it needed a nerf to what it was, but perhaps not as strongly as we did.
Yeah.
So maybe like off the top of my head, like 0.5 or 0.8 or something instead of the 0.2.
Yeah, somewhere in between where it was and where it is, right?
Yeah.
Can you do a /promote for me? Right.
All right, while you're doing that, second thing that had me out of my chair was Exterminator leaving the base. I was like, oh, yeah, it's on.
Well, and then again, I went to the wrong base. Even Anti, like a day ago, said I wouldn't do that again.
Well,
And I was like, you want to bet?
well,
I wanted to go to Narf's, and I went straight to Mojo's and almost died by gun turrets at his oil.
right. And so I didn't know if you knew which one you were going to, but you don't know whose you're going to, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that you don't fault anybody for we can fault you for going to an empty one because you should be able to hit the pollution map, right? But
Right.
That was pretty funny.
For going to the wrong one there's no slide on that, right? Because you're still exploring. You don't even know whose is whose, right? So, and then when you found Mojo's, I was thinking, oh, he's gonna find Mojo's oil and take it out, because he might think that that's how Mojo is getting most of his points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I would have thought that you would have just unloaded all your grenades and wipe out Mojo's oil for no reward, because Mojo wasn't in fact getting any points from it, right?
Right.
Well, then you
Which
took a
would have been
left,
pretty funny.
right? Which would have kind of went failure onto failure, like that would have been the that would have gone down in Exterminator lore, right? Is I got his oil, yeah, and then you get there's nothing, right? So, but then you took a left turn and started headed towards Narf, and like there was biters, like you would pinball through the biters and go, oh crap, there's a million biters, right? And finally made over to Narf's, shot your way in, which was awesome, set up the gun turrets, and then started wrecking havoc, which was great. You hit what my thought is to go first and F the belt and pick up all of his science, because you can still right, because you can still F the belt. Like you could pick up all the science because they stack to 200, and you could also pick up the inserters and the belts off of that, like the supplies to the green, right?
Supplies would have been a better one rather than the science themselves. Science themselves, it doesn't contribute to your own personal score.
Right, or then you might even just start F the belt supplies, then start crafting your own science with his supplies, because
that would be good.
You're turning his mine supplies. They're a negative for him and a positive for you. Like all of that would have been good. So because someone in my chat went, hey, can you F the belt, an enemy's belt? And they said, yes, you can. So
actually throw down some of your own assemblers using the enemy power.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you can.
Yeah, you could. I was thinking about that.
Wait,
yeah, go ahead.
Just to confirm then, so if I pick up items like iron and I craft stuff, that deducts points from him because it's his materials, or okay.
He just doesn't get to use it to make something better. So he already got the points for making that iron. So it's locked in, but he's intending on using all of that for his he's using all that for his to build in green science, right, and get more points off of it. So F the belt with the inserters and the belts behind green science, and then make your own green science, get some points off of it. Or F the belt that is circuits and gears, and then make whatever with it, right?
So that actually just reminds me a couple things with the combat is if like PvP were going to be more of a thing, like in future ones or whatever, I feel like you should not lose as many points as you do for grenades. I literally aside from the biters killing my base, I just nuked my score by using the grenades, and it's like, I mean, sure, you're consuming them, but like I was in like negatives because I was using them, and it's like, well, if you just lose so many, then how are you supposed to do combat?
Correct.
And then on top of that,
I think we need to try that out a little bit more, because you want to penalize combat to some extent.
Yeah, I guess.
I understand what you mean, though.
Well, and then to add on to that, and this may be too powerful, I feel like the turrets, because he's an enemy, right?
Yep.
Like, I feel like the turret should attack his buildings, and I expected them to, because I'd never actually gone into someone's base and put down turrets before.
Me too. I
was like, wait, these aren't doing anything?
Right.
He's an enemy.
Right.
So it was a little confusing, and I feel like as an enemy, the turret should target his structure.
Yeah.
I think it only targets other turrets and radars.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It does. And vehicles, I guess. So if you were to drive a car next to it, it would shoot you at your car. So right. But that was great thinking, is to put down turrets, but then you just used it for, personal defense where you have an anchor, you could just run back into it. If Narf comes at you to try and kill you, you could just kind of run back in the safety of the turret, which you did a couple times when you started getting over to the power. And shooting the middle of the power out was great. And then Narf chased you, and you just ran into your guns, and then the guns took him out. It was chaos. It was excellent. So I was action packed.
Now the production score is going again. Those pump checks are only giving me maybe 1,000 points a minute.
Oh, so not a terrible amount, right?
Nothing at all.
Yeah. All right.
It's unfortunate.
Well, in the older version, they would have given you like 8,000 score per minute, which would have just simply bottling it up would have boosted you ahead of me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then refining would double that.
I'm happy. I'm fine with the refining part, but the bottling, the raw crude on its own shouldn't be enough.
It's like, yeah, so maybe what
that beep was. Glacier Wolf, you cannot pick up someone else's assembly machine. You can destroy it and put your own down there, but you can't pick it up. You can't replace it.
reduce. I believe that also would reduce refining. Maybe. I'm not sure. But
yeah,
I think refining should be rewarded, whereas just bottling oil shouldn't.
Right.
That begs the question of all intermediate products being points or not. Should an engine give you points or should a car give you points? If it's a productivity score, what is a bunch of green chips doing for you? How about you make something with that?
Yeah, I mean,
some points, and then, but it should incentivize you. It should incentivize you to spend your green chips on red, right?
Right, and I mean, and that's how it does work, though. And that, like now, right? The reds are worth substantially more than the greens, but so I think oil is maybe actually in decent line now because before you could just jump ahead if you just bottled crude oil. Like, forget refining. If you just put down oil, 10 minutes ahead of another team, you could just take over.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, well, everything in the chain of oil was significantly powerful. If you were to just take it 3 more steps and make batteries, I think that's 3 steps because you have sulfur and then sulfuric acid and then batteries.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're converting 1 iron, 1 copper in your oil into 50 points of battery or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that got nerfed too. So I think that's a good thing. But I think we'll be close with the oil. Maybe if we play a few more games, we might have to play longer games to actually really utilize the oil, or start in the later tech. But we should be able to figure out a good number for that going forward.
Or just get some anywhere in your starting gate, because nobody
That would help.
nobody had any. Everybody had to go hunt
And
for
no
it.
biters.
I was eyeing up that
yeah.
uranium patch to the northeast, thinking maybe I'd get some nuclear, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else had nuclear power.
No.
Or
I keep
nuclear
forgetting that you
source.
don't need that much tech to start mining uranium, and mining uranium on its own is pretty good, isn't it?
I think it is. You'd have to do some math to figure out the sulfuric acid, though, because sulfuric acid is used.
Yeah. That's your technology
Yeah.
barrier. Is once you get sulfuric, you gotta pipe it out there. So if it's remote, you kind of have that complexity of piping and pumping and storing and all that. So, how many cars did you make, Rain? Chat's asking 280. They ask.
I think it was around 280, 275, 300 at the end of the round. But right now, there's tons. I mean, I have cars full of cars.
Right. It's crazy.
I don't know if you guys know this, but car is kind of my stitch in the
Yeah.
speed run.
Yeah.
Stitch? What do you call that?
Steez.
Not a stitch. My skitch? No, my. What do you call it? Like your
Niche.
thing that you do. Your niche. I don't know. No, not my
Niche, yeah.
niche.
Yeah.
No, not a
my
niche.
God.
That's your
It's like a
niche.
joke.
Yeah. That's your deal. Yeah, that's what chat told me. This is Rain loves his cars. He's going for cars. Yeah. So. All right, good job, guys. You guys did great. I would say it was super fun.
Definitely.
That was very entertaining at the end, enough to get us all riled up at the end. So that was.
I should point out,
great fun.
just in the last minute, I was like, do you know what would be funny if I made some locomotives and ran an exterminator over? So that's why I built that engine build. Because I realized I had it researched, and I was like, this would be a laugh.
Yeah. Could do it. Shtick.
Yeah.
Probably.
There you go.
All right,
Shtick.
guys. Thank you for letting me do that and jump in. I'll put the VOD up there. I'll also throw it on YouTube, and I'll throw my other one on YouTube soon. I got to do some exporting and all of that and trim up the sides. But otherwise, I'll start throwing this stuff on YouTube so you guys can go back and watch it. Otherwise, they're in my VODs, so feel free.
Awesome. Thanks for shoutcasting.
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, it was good. Let's. If you are here and you are not in these guys' streams, let me hit everybody here. Everybody go follow Rain, Narf. Oh, the shout out command is going to make me wait. Mojo has his own command.
Yay, I'm special.
D _, so I don't have to wait for that one. Exterminator 5. Give it a few moments. There's Exterminator. And then Narf 03. You can go click on, also go to speedrun.com. You can see what Narf's handiwork, and we'll put that in chat too, because on version 0.15, Narf is the current any percent speedrun #1 world record holder.
Groovy.
So he's a bad mother trucker. He beat Anti. You can see his video. So check out any percent and version 15. So that's who you're dealing with that guy. So go give him a follow too. There it is. Oh, Twitch API. He's not a streamer. I get not 003. Is that right? Is that right? Maybe not. All right. So click on his name in speedrun.com and go watch for him. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks. Good fun.
See ya.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, it's really good. Error reading Twitch API. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I will. I'll be back tomorrow night. I might be off tomorrow night. I'll see. We may go blow up some stuff with fireworks because we didn't get to over New Year's. Raptor, WinG Tech, and Odaba. Thank you guys for the follow. Joel. Let me see. Joel, OMG, Eric, Loki, Uxal, Metaphor, Rough Waves, all you guys. Thank you for hitting that follow button. Appreciate that. We're here. Playing Factorio just about 5 days a week. I'm live 6 days a week. Here's my podcast that I did earlier today with Badger. So today is a grind of a day. I worked a 9.5 hour day. Came home. Did my show with Badger. Wolfed down some food. Helped the daughter with the homework. Discussed some stuff with the wife, and then immediately got on and started shoutcasting. Did this little fun event. So I'm going to go put my head down for a little bit, and then at 5:15 tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to be on the jiu-jitsu mat at 6 a.m., go get my strangle on, and then I'll start my weekend, bro. I sleep when I'm dead, I guess. Get it done, man. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to be playing around. I'm going to make hay while the sun shines. Either way, thank you guys for being here. It means a lot. By the way, I'm usually streaming with my son Ash. He doesn't do the Shoutcast with me, but he is my usual streaming partner. Let's give everybody 50 in-game currency or in-channel currency. Currency's good for at the end of the month. You amass them up, you shove them into the pot for a raffle. You could win yourself between our Steam gift card. We do that every month, and then the points reset, and in the new month they start again. And there's that little spin game. You can win more. You win more by hanging out. You can spin them on sound effects. Make fun of me. Whatever. A lot of fun. Let's repeat that one more time. All right. What else do we want to do tonight? Let's go see if we can find somebody to host. Oh, Shoutcast is a lot of fun, but it is tiring more so than just doing my normal stream. We shall see. Oh, I know who we're hitting up. Of course. All right, let's bump that. All right, see ya. Love you. Big kiss.
Okay then. That's it.